Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys today. Going to talk to you a little bit about some SUI. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what's up with this on today so far. And it's kind of early where I am. On the day so far is up just a little bit, almost 1%. So let's see what's happening on the 7 day. It's up 3%. For the month, SUI is down 11%, which is good for us. A lot of times I know it sounds strange when I say, oh, it's down, but that's good. That's because if we ever want to purchase it, we want to purchase it when it's down, right? Not when it's up. But anyways, whatever we say is not financial advice. So in other words, just got to do your own research. But anyways, if you like what you see today, just actually like and subscribe to the channel. And we definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you for helping us grow. Now, let's keep moving a little bit here. Going to the 1 year. 1 year is up more than quadruple, more than 4 times. So I remember it was down at this price below $1. Man, this would have been a great time to load up around last year, this time. Some of you guys did load up on some SUI last year, this time. And so you probably got it at this low price of under $1. So some of you guys are looking at that triple or that quadruple gain that might have occurred. So if you did get that, congratulations to you. To be honest with you, let's just talk about SUI a little bit. Besides this, I will say this before we jump into everything else. SUI, and let's see the market cap. Oh, a little bit over 10 billion. SUI is one that I will say a lot of the whales haven't talked about it as much, but technically I remember hearing that this was supposed to be the replacement for Solana. So just a heads up, we talk about a ETH killer years ago. Then the ETH killer was supposed to be Solana, which Solana has been doing a good job of taking a lot of NFTs and different things away, and even some coins away from ETH as far as like that's concerned, especially meme coins, different things of that nature. But SUI is supposed to be like the replacement for Solana. But I will say this much: you may not hear a whole lot, but from what I've already known and what I've seen, there are a lot of people with a lot of money who have very, very high hopes, and they have invested a lot in SUI to succeed. So therefore, this thing is not going to sit back. So you may not hear a lot, and there may not be a whole lot in the news about SUI, but mark my words, this thing will be rising. So just a heads up on that. Let's go to some Bitcoin dominance, kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with. Bitcoin dominance is right here at 64.5%, Ethereum at 9.2%. That means we got quite a ways away from the alt season, so to speak. Now, cryptocurrency prices, we see that Bitcoin itself is at 108 and Ethereum is at 2,500. So nothing really unusual here. Fear and greed is neutral. Let's just kind of get ourselves situated. I did have one little bit of news that I saw, and that was on, I believe this is TradingView, News BTC. And according to this, SUI surges with authority. Is a bigger move coming? Yeah, we kind of know that a bigger move is coming. We know that it's just a matter of time. There's not really a whole lot that we really want to, how can I say, dwell on, but just kind of get an idea of what we're talking about here. It says SUI's key resistance is around 350, which would be a critical level to clear if the bulls want to sustain upward momentum. On the downside, what's this? $2.80 is the support zone that needs to hold. I'm not worried about SUI holding. I hope it doesn't hold, because the thing is, if I want to get this at a price, I would love to get it like mid twos at least. Like I said, I had already got it at that low level as well, the one that I was talking about last year. But what I'm saying is, if I'm going to buy this, I would like to get it maybe mid twos. It would be nice if it went down that far, but I don't know if it will. But one of the things I will say, as far as my personal thoughts are concerned, and remember, nothing we say is financial advice. As long as it's below that $3 mark, I'm willing to, put a little bit of a little bit of change into it. Not a lot, but a little bit. I really believe Sui may go, 10x from here. I don't have a doubt with that at all. I think that very, very strong, how can I say, blockchain, and it's got a lot going for itself. So it's a layer one. A lot of people are building on this sucker. So it's going to be a lot of good positive news coming up. So this is another little thing I wanted to see. It says Sega is bringing Code of Joker, Evolutions back with a twist, and this time is teaming up with the legendary Gotcha Man series. I didn't gotta admit, I didn't even realize Sega was still around. But says Project J is launching a new wave of collectible cards you can actually play inside the game. Spots are limited. Join the whitelist now. Yeah, I got a feeling that this might do pretty well because this Gotcha Man series, some of you guys who have been around a while and been around the anime block, so to speak, know that this thing is like from maybe I can't really pinpoint the year, but I know this was around as early as the 1970s, and they just kind of like redid it in the 90s, and then they did it a few years ago. So Gotcha Man has been around for a long, long time. Just in case you're interested in that type of thing, not sure. It looks like it's some more gameplay here. I'm just looking down the site a little bit. Now, here's some more positive news about Sui. It says largest and fastest growing move ecosystem. Yep. And I think there are some other move ecosystems that we're not going to talk about right now. But to be honest with you, Sui is one of the fastest as far as transactions per second too. So keep that in mind. So it's very, very fast as well. Dev tooling improving fast, align incentives, a builder community full of energy. Let's see. I'm going to say this. I'm not so sure what's going to happen about anything as far as but I do know that Sui is definitely, you ever see something that's kind of like just sitting there and one day it's just going to blow up? I feel that same way about Sui. So just a heads up on that. So Sui highlights from EC mid-year dev stats refresh. Sui is the second largest growing L1 development community over the last year at 16.1%, just a hair but behind Solana at 17.7%. Like I said before, Sui is supposed to be like the Solana killer, for lack of a better terms. So it's supposed to have been the one to come after. So Sui is the fastest growing L1 dev community over the last 2 years. I'm gonna see some more. Let me read some more of that. At 54%. So just a heads up on this, Sui is definitely growing by leaps and bounds. Now let's go. I'll go into the actual website itself, Build Beyond. I'm not going to stay on this very long, but let's kind of look at some of the good names on here. Alibaba Cloud, right? Gumi, I'm not too familiar with, but I am familiar with Franklin Templeton. Netmarble, Bluefin, I'm familiar with those guys as well. So I'm just saying it's a lot of great innovative companies that are building on Sui. So this is something that you don't have to worry about because you got some real big names that are doing the deed, so to speak, doing the deed on Sui. So I'm sure they got a lot of good things on the website. There was another event. Yeah, here he is. I guess for those of you who like to travel and who may be interested in Sui, there is a Sui Fest on October the 2nd, 2025 in Singapore. Some of you guys got the time and the ability to just move around. So if you definitely want to know more about Sui, you can do your own research, go to Singapore, just hang out for a little while and enjoy yourself. Hey, what the heck? Probably be a nice trip. So just saying, should be a lot of fun. Now let's keep it moving a little bit. Like I said, I'm just going to wrap this video up. Sui is going to be nice, and I don't know when things are going to pop, but it's going to pop sooner or later. I really truly believe that once we get some of this, how can I say, some of this uncertainty of the tariff situation and the this and the that. And once we get some stability in knowing what the heck is going to happen with the rest of the world, also being able to say, okay, we're at the point where we can do even a small interest rate cut. Once we get that extra liquidity into the market, I really feel that we're going to see some things go well with Bitcoin and with some other things as well. To be honest with you, even if we don't see a lot of liquidity as far as like interest rates going or anything of that nature, we're going to get a few, at this rate, we're still going to get a few all-time highs with Bitcoin anyway. One thing I can say for sure, the governments of the US or any other nation are not going to hold back the Bitcoin price. Sooner or later, that's going up. It's just like a juggernaut. It's just going to keep moving. You know, this time last year, nobody was talking about Bitcoin being at 100,000 as far as like saying that it was, because it wasn't here at this time last year. But, you know, that's one of the things we have to be, how can I say? It's one of the things we really got to understand. Let me see if I can remember. Let me see if I can go back to BTC real quick. And let me go back a year, and then I'm gonna wrap this baby up. See what this sucker was last year. Wow, holy guacamole. So according to this, Bitcoin has gone up 90% over in 1 year, guys. Let me look. Last July, Bitcoin was at 50 something thousand this time last year. So I'm just saying, just on this plain ordinary Bitcoin alone, you're looking at this amazing hike. So what I'm trying to tell you guys, be a little bit patient. So knowing also that SUI over the past year has quadrupled in price as well. So I mean that's even more than Bitcoin, of course. But like I said, we haven't even seen the full market. Man, I'm trying to say it right. This is a full bull market, you know. So stay encouraged. SUI is what I would call, in my personal opinion, not financial advice, but a guaranteed play. I really feel like SUI is probably going to 10x somewhere down the line. But I'm going to say this, guys, make sure that once you get to your personal goal, if you feel like you need to cash out and take profits, that's up to you. So don't wait around for any hypothetical prices that any of us make, because none of us know everything. If you feel like you want to cash out sooner, you know, be happy to do that. But in my personal opinion, I would definitely not cash out until I at least saw the $10 mark. But this thing is going to fly. I don't know when it's going to fly, but sooner or later, SUI's going to fly. Guys, have a good one. It's Al, Real Life Investing. Good, solid crypto to invest in right here. This is a blue chipper, not just because of the blue label here. Have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.